I hope the sounds. Yeah, okay, good. It's my speakers.
See you, see you on the other side. Stay alive, stay alive. I got to keep it together, keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. See you, see you on the other side. Stay alive, stay alive. I got to keep it together, keep it together. I got to keep it together, keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. I've been loving everything you are. Your eyes alone are the brightest stars. I could stand you all night, just drinking in your sunlight. Can we love tonight? You put all the stars in my eyes. Can we love tonight? You tell me I light up the whole sky. Can we love tonight? You put all the stars in my eyes. Can we love tonight? You tell me I light up the whole sky.
Man, I did it again. I was too busy looking at the actual stream itself, and there's like a 14-second delay, so I never get the timer right. I'm such a goof. Tell me if the audio is good. What did I do? I can't hear anything. Okay, there we go. Whew. Yeah, let me know if the audio is good. I might have just broken it for that second, which is kind of ironic also. let's get started. So, where we left off in the last stream is not actually where I've left off, because I decided to do a little bit around 3 a.m. And I'm just going to show you exactly where I'm at, but I'm going to also read the comments at the same time, so just takes me a good 5-10 minutes before I get perfectly on point. And somebody says music is too loud, so I'm going to turn it down. That might be way too quiet now, hopefully not. It's really hard because if you look, I have the videos, which is just the YouTube playlist, and the volume's about there, and then I also have my volume mixer literally down to here. I'm like, I can't go, like, whew, it's hard to get it not loud. I don't know why my speakers are so strong. If I turn it at full blast, it almost sounds like my headset is like a straight up stereo system. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I got a question here. By Ocarina Warrior saying, why do I use a color palette? Basically, it helps me make sure all my models and stuff follow the same theme, and B, it's for like rapid development of assets, right? So I can really quickly make models, and I don't have to worry about texturing them, because that's usually texturing to me takes about just as long as it would to model something. So like, actually that's not even true, because in this case, these 3 little blocks, if I want to texture detail on these, that would obviously take a lot longer than making 3 little blocks, right? Because that takes no time at all. So, those are the 2 main reasons. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm glad you like my style. Music a bit too loud. PyGod says hi. Are you going to update your models with textures in the future? No, I don't think so. I'm going to leave it like this. I think it all flows nicely. It is very simplistic, but I like the style of it. So, how did you make a character? Asked Nicholas. I actually looked at other video game characters and kind of just made like an amalgamation of those based on how I think they would have been made. He's not actually rigged. He's rigged properly, but his mesh isn't actually done that well. We're going to be remaking him in the future because he doesn't really fit the scene. David says, what's up? Not much, you. Santa's good now. What's the goal today? I shall figure that out in a few seconds. Okay, so I'm going to press play, and you're going to notice my scene here has nothing, right? And you're probably wondering, why is that nothing? So I live in Canada, in Ontario. So right now it's 5:39 p.m. Yeah, also, before I press play, with the color palette too, this is the best color palette I've ever had, by the way. It's beautiful. Oops. This is all I'm using for the entire game. All these other things can be basically deleted, except for maybe the player texture right now. Send me a hello in this video. Hello, Cynthia. Yeah. So if you look at this palette, let's just double click it. There we go. I like it because it also has like, you can ramp it down, or you can also ramp it to the left or right. So this, I'm pointing my finger every time. I don't know why I do that. Okay, this, for shadows, I could either put it here or here, and they'll both work, and vice versa. So if I have an object that's going to be primarily these 2 colors, I could use this, and then make the shadow this, right? And vice versa. It would look nice if that's kind of hard to explain. So you can ramp it this way if you wanted, and that's how your things can all connect nicely. Oh, that's in point 2. I can just change one color and it'll update everything with it. That always happens. But yeah, so what's different now between the last stream, for those of you that watched the last stream, basically I now have a game manager, essentially, that just will change the scenes. So I'll just show the scripts, it's very simple. I wanted the game to load progressively, so rather than like, you run to a certain area and you gotta click like, do you want to enter this forest? Which there will be some of those, specifically like for game reasons, like story reasons, sorry. One sec, I got a cough. Wow, I'm dying. Alright, so this is the empty input, we don't need this. Okay, game manager, very simple. And what I've done here, public static game manager, this was from a tutorial I watched online because I was being a little bit lazy last night. Basically, I'm creating a reference to myself right here, instance equals this. So that way everything I can in the future just type, actually I'll show you that. There's two scripts you need to see, so there's the scene trigger. Okay, so as you can see here, I just type GameManager.instance, right? That's referring to Game Manager instance. Boom. So I can easily just do this without having to find it and whatnot. But anyways, what the Game Manager does is at the beginning of the game, for now, it's going to instantly load the player scene and the work in progress scene, plus the scene that we're already in. Then it has two things, a load and unload, which basically means whenever I call the load, it's going to load a scene by the scene name that we've given it. Simple, right? If we want to unload that scene, we call the unload with the same scene name. I could have, if I wanted, just call it like loader and then put a bool here. And if it's true, it would load. If it's false, it unloads. But I just made it like this. One sec, I got a cough again. Wow. Okay, so Infa is saying you have to worry about loading time. Low poly shouldn't take that long to load. Yeah, basically because I want to be able to run on any kind of computer. You always want to be conscious of these things. So I'll just quickly explain the scene trigger, which is very simple. There's two strings, the load name and the unload name. If you enter and we've given it a load name or an unload name, it will then load them. Now, from the guest tutorial, he basically said do it in a coroutine or else it crashes. I didn't want to test the crash, so I was like, okay, I'll just believe him on this one. Whatever. But basically, yeah, unload the scene, unloads the scene. So what does that do? Let's press play, but let's not, for the time being, maximize on play, okay? And let's go stats so we can see. I broke it. Oh, there we go. That scared me. Alright, so you can see here how all of a sudden we now have these scenes loaded. Right? We have the player scene with all the player stuff, which is just the player and the free camera rig. That's that entire scene. I'll show you that later, basically. Then we have the work in progress scene, which, as you guys have seen, that's what we've been working on. Right? Now, I just noticed there's another scene here. Don't destroy, unload. I don't know why this is there, actually. I'll have to look into what I did. Alright, now, you'll notice, I'm going to just go to scene view for a second, zoom out. This is what the game looks like, right? I feel like eventually it will use a lot of memory. It's mainly too because of these trees. They're not low poly trees, they're like the Unity trees, which all are moving. So stuff like that, animated things, would really, it would just kind of ramp up the performance. Do you have to worry about, oh wait. Do you have a link for us to download this palette? It says Kid Offset. Yeah, I haven't posted it yet, but I will soon. I'll post it tomorrow at the latest. Blackhound says, I haven't watched any streams, just said hi. Yes, I'll explain what I'm making soon, getting that point. I just gotta keep, I'm trying to stay on the same train here. Characters made with the subdivision surface, isn't it? No. No, he is not. He is actually under, he might be 1500 verts. I think he's 1000 though. Hello Samuel. Yes, I am streaming again. The engine only needs to load a single texture file on each model. Saves on performance. It does save on performance, but right now I also haven't batched anything, so my draw calls are crazy high. How small can or should you make your texture with those colors? Are there any artifacts if it is too small? I've never experienced any artifacts, and I've gone down to an 8x8. And it worked beautifully. You should post screens on Twitter with Game Dev Made. I might start doing that. The don't destroy and load scene is just showing the game objects that you want to persist through other scenes. I guess, let me just double check this while that may have appeared. Where did I say don't destroy and load here? Like, how did it know? Because I don't remember even typing anything that had, Oh, I did. I made a singleton. I created a script. I'll explain that also in a second. I got a cough though. I'm absolutely dying. Okay, before I explain what I did with the singleton, now I know why this shows up. This is just a new thing in Unity 5, 5.5. Whenever they created the separate scenes thing like this, that it just changed with what I'd already done. I thought maybe I would have to change to match it, but I didn't. Sorry, David. So, if you look now, remember how much we have here. It's just one square and a couple things, right? Now, if I'm running, you'll notice the camera will have a bit of a freeze as soon as I run through this this archway. I don't like that freeze. I'm going to have to figure out a way to stop it, but let's just run through real quick and you'll see. Right there, boom. Now if I pause, go to scene, you'll notice we loaded all of this. I'm afraid that people will notice that little freezing glitchiness, and that might make me want to just switch over to doing like, would you like to enter this forest? And if so, you're in the forest, right? Like, I might switch over to that. I don't know. But basically what that allowed for was somewhere out here. There it is. Let's maximize this for a second. There we go. It loaded all of this without us actually knowing that it loaded it, right? Yeah, oh, here it has it exactly. Just set it to point. I've never actually even bothered with the mip maps. Actually, avoiding mip maps. I feel like you would want to have mip maps on because that's what it tries to keep it crisp. But I could be wrong. It's interesting how this is literally the exact same layout as that, but without the trees, it looks so different to me. Matt Lucas is saying you shouldn't get that much of a delay when you build the game from the editor. Okay, here, let's, I did build it already, so I can check. I never actually checked in the build, so let's just... Trey Seaborn. Yeah, that camera needs to be moved so it doesn't go through buildings. I kind of just get my ideas as I go. Like, while I'm modeling, oh, hey, this would be cool, let's add to it, and whatnot. I don't really plan ahead of time. Let's write, this is now the 4th day. Maybe 5th. I don't know. Hours wise, I'm about the 10-hour mark. Rolly's asking what am I using to make this stuff, and yeah, I'm using Blender. I'm noticing when I build it, you can see how his chest is kind of glowing. Hello Furby, how you doing today? You know how the chest is glowing? Yeah, it's because of the bloom, I think. So I think I have a little bit too much bloom going on, but... Alright, so if I run now, let's see the... Wow. There was none. Holy moly. Okay, wait. Maybe I'm gonna re-loop in this game for a second. If there was none, that's absolutely fantastic, guys. Like, Unity, good job on you if there was literally no delay there. Like, I know there wasn't much in that scene, so we're gonna have to test how much it can load, but... basically, so, Light Time failed. The Kickstarter was not a success. And I decided to just take a few months off from game development, and by that I mean like 9 months. Yeah, there's no lag. Wow. So I took like 9 months off and just focused on web development. Excuse me. And now I'm coming back to game dev because I miss it. So I decided to start with a new project. Go to that old wound. Thank you, Matt Lucas, for pointing that out, because I would have thought that there was a lag. I would have been worrying about it, and man. But you notice how different this looks? There's no trees. It's great. It's great. I plan on doing cells. Ocarina Warrior, what do you mean by cells? I don't understand that. I can Google it really quick. Hopefully it's an easy thing to Google. Don't want to spend too long. Skyrim cells. What does that mean? Oh, so just like the whole game's in blocks. So it just means like this, the game loads. Okay. Interesting. I hadn't considered doing it like that. But the game that I'm making isn't going to be open world. Like, it's going to be open-ish, but still, like to me, Pokemon's an open world game, right? Even though it's still so obviously you're going down rails, basically. Now, one thing that I do dislike about the system with the loading is if I just open any one of these other scenes now, that's not scenes, like the player scene, you can tell there's no light. Same with Route 01, that's what I called it. There's no light, right? The whip scene, no light. So you kind of have to have game scene open and then open whip scene like that to get the actual atmospheric light going on here. Kind of a pain. Now, another thing I'm going to do occasionally is press the play ad button. I know that's actually kind of annoying and I would hate if someone played ads on me. It won't appear for everybody, it says. It just like choose people at random and I'll see an ad for a bit. Basically that's going to help support development of this because I'll get like a tenth of a penny. So that always helps. So I'm going to test it right now. I'm curious how many people are going to see it. So I'm going to press play ad. After about 30 seconds, tell me if you saw it or not, and I'm going to just figure out from 42 people how many actually saw it. I feel like it's going to be like 4. There we go. I pressed play ad. I feel like the door and corridor world are streaming. Yeah, so that's basically how I'm going to do it. If you look here, I'm going to run out of zoom space. Give me a second here. Okay, this is obviously going to be the corridor that loads the next area. Oh, that ad was so loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4? Was that the actual? Yeah, so no ads. Okay, so it was 4, right? That's not that bad. Every now and then 4 people will see an ad. Cool. I won't spam it, obviously. I'll press it like every half an hour. So that's, yeah. You might see an ad. I do apologize for it, guys, but I'm sure we all understand why they need to be, like, played. Okay. So, what do we need to do next for this game, right? I could code stuff now. Like, I can get to the point where we're coding the dialogue system fully. I had a little bit of that before. I could do stuff like that, but coding I find is something I don't really care to stream because I don't find myself to be the best coder. Like, I could stream it every now and then if you guys really want. That's a struggle. But what I think I'm going to do instead is just focus on modeling for now with the streams and probably change the main character around. Probably. Now, alright guys, this is where your input is going to be very, very necessary. If I go to YouTube, I modeled a person once, like blocky, right? I gotta find the video. Just give me a second here. This guy. Okay. Alright, you see this dude? Should I model the characters similar to this style? Or similar to these guys? Boom. Oh my god, look at all the windows I have open, eh? Crazy. Ocarina likes the witch. Yeah, so the witch would be followed around more with this kind of style. Both fit in the low poly feel, right? Alright. I think we have an overwhelming winner. The right side it is. Okay, so with that being said, there's two ways now that I can go about this. I can change around the player that I've already done, which might be easier, but it also might be harder just because I already have pre-existing verts in place, right? Or I can start from scratch. I'm thinking I'm going to try starting with my guy and making him look more like one of these over creating a whole new dude. Right? I think that's the most logical way of going on this. I'm going to find more pictures. Yeah, I'm hoping my guy's good amount of verts already. It might be really easy. It might be really hard. No, so the school guy's not going to be in this game. He is basically just the work in progress character that I threw in here. I need to think of how I want the character to look too. So first, where is our player? He's not in the scene because there's a separate scene for the player. So, scenes, player. Player. Which one is he using though? Is it Emirate or Emirate 1? Come on. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Okay, so it's Emirate. Alright, so for now I'm going to switch him over to Shade Flat so you can see what I'm working with. It's probably a little bit too detailed. Well, not that he's too detailed, just the verts are, like, make him too round. I have to think of a style. I want to model the guy today, but I didn't think of how I want him to look. It's kind of a... I should have thought about that first. I wonder if this guy... Oh, this guy punched a lot of things on the asset store, eh? Holy moly. I might have to start from scratch on this one. Also, this guy's feet are messed up. This is kind of cool. Mr. K sent this to me. So this is a make a cube, add edge loops. So you have roughly... It's kind of cool. You guys should all look at this. I'm going to share this link with you guys. It's kind of helpful. I didn't want to have to start the character over again though. That's what's kind of the sad part right now. Because basically, like looking at that image, you'll see, you can definitely tell I have a lot more verts than I need. Maybe I can just do some cleanup for now. Get rid of this. That didn't line up nicely. Remove doubles. Actually, you know what? That doesn't matter. So I'm going to be flat shading my characters, I think. Actually, somebody just mentioned setting aside a base. I did that. Right here. Did I not? I guess I could go off the base mesh. Yeah. Oh my god. Thank you for reminding me. Feel a little bit silly for forgetting. This base mesh is already, if you look. Let's go to pose mode. Woohoo! Yay! You can see there's flaws with it, right? Like I didn't care too much on the rigging, and it like messes up his body, but alright. Oh, his hair is not attached though. Okay, I'm done with that. Let's go back to object mode. Goddamn. I mean, actually, it's probably good too. Because now like the fact that I thought it so far ahead when I made this guy. Because now that I have the separate hair, I can model different hairs. I can model different clothing. And just keep placing them on the same guy. Right? So I just need a few different base meshes. I need like a chubby dude, a tall dude, a skinny dude, you know what I mean? And then I can literally just procedurally make these guys if I want it over in Unity too. Right? Like, I'll have like a little character creator scene. And in that scene, excuse me, I choose all the different settings. Like he's gonna wear a blue jacket, a something pants or whatever, right? Alright, so then I guess the question begs, the character that we have here. Uh-oh. What? That's amazing! It loaded the scene, but I had already loaded the scene. So now I have two of them, and that's why it says there's 2 audio listeners in the bottom. It's kind of fun to watch. So I guess it begs the question, does this character fit this world? Not what he's wearing, obviously we have to change the clothing. But like, the base mesh was really easy to go off of, and I think I might just, 2 characters should be game mechanically. Yeah. But the problem is if they get stuck, like that guy over there, now if I go this way, he's going to be way over there. So if he gets stuck, there we go. Now they're close again. Oh yeah, I lowered the jump, so you can't actually jump up those things now. Yeah, so well, what he's wearing feels modern, but picture him in like medieval clothing, right? I just mean the actual shape of the body. Like, yeah, I'll add clothing and we'll see if it works. For now, I'm not going to save my changes here. Some changes have not been saved, you wish to quit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so not Nathan, not Nathan, so I'm still unsure which way to pronounce that. That's basically what it is, but the problem is, like I was saying, if you get stuck, then they're not going to follow each other. You'd want to code separately, they're actually following each other. Mr. Frog Games is asking what image effects am I using on my camera, so we can just quickly show them. We got bloom optimized and screen space ambient occlusion. You can print screen this if you want the same settings, I suppose. What I almost did was edge detection. And then, you know, press play. But I feel like that line is actually unnecessary for the game that we've made. So, we're not going to use edge detection. Alright, so now that we know how we're going to do this, we need this dude to be like the naked version. So essentially, Oh, right. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Look at how much work I put into this guy before. Look at all this. He's got a separate mouth, if I wanted to give him a mouth, and eyes. Wait, did I actually... Let's see. Oh. Yeah, so you can see it's overlapping. That's because it's a separate mouth and eyes. So I selected the skin. Oh, but the skin's not going to be correct, because... Well, I suppose that's correct. Miss Frog Games saying, I recommend some color correction on the red-blue side. It looks great for low poly looks. I'll write that down to remember. I haven't been tweaking it too much. I found something that I was just okay with. Check out color correction. What was that to write on this? Oh shit, what is this? Okay. Whew. So Canvas X, that's actually pretty true. That is very true. But I could probably mask that in the clothing, right? Because I don't want the main character to seem like a brute, because we're not brutes, so we wouldn't really relate as much. That's okay. I'll leave it this way. Pull you over here. We're gonna need to parent this with empty groups. And we're just assign this to the head. And here's the thing, I can use blend shapes. That's actually what the route I was thinking of taking. So if you guys aren't aware how blend shapes work, you're gonna learn today. I'm just debating where to start. Okay, first things first. This guy. This one. We don't need in here. So I'm just going to move him to this layer for now, I suppose. Move all of this to this layer. I might delete it. Because this is my character blank, right? I don't know why I have him there. That's okay, I suppose, but... What is a blend shape? So blend shapes are basically, it allows you to have sliders in Unity or something, and when you slide it, it'll change certain aspects. So I'll quickly, I don't want to like rush it, because this is something that would take time. Hello, Wishing Iris. Almost, I can't pronounce the name every time. But yeah, you'll see what blend shapes are once we get into them. Yeah. How do I want to start? I need to basically texture paint them real quick. Does that palette have nice tan colors? Let's see. Well, not really. There's no real skin tone here. Well, right there maybe? Yeah, we'll use that for now. Okay. Yeah, let's select everything on the face. Naked skin, sure. No, you know what? I'm still gonna leave the face. Wait. There's a hole there. Which part is his eye? Which part is his... Oh, there's his eye. Yeah, it's like art character creation, exactly. I'm trying to just do some internal discussion, basically. Okay, let's select all these. For now, we're gonna set... Just select these, there we go. Is that a good tan color? Let's just set that image to, PAL. I'm actually really happy with the tan I have for my character, so I might just switch that out, or add it, I should say. Unity. Basically, I'm gonna make a guy who's essentially naked. He'll have boxers on, and that's about it. And that's like the base of all the characters. So this color here I liked for tan. Now see how the eye is so big? I'm gonna have to create a bunch of different eyes. It's gonna be one texture again, and then I'll use offsets in the material. Skin tone have green in them? Really? There's no way. The skin tone's not this way. It has to have more of like an orangey in them. Well, here's saying, yeah, so that's kind of what I'm debating right now, is using a separate texture for skin, a separate texture for a face, like the actual eyes and mouth. I don't think my games actually have mouths, to be honest. But for the face, I don't need this mouth. And then a separate texture for all the clothing. You should make the main character like Adventure Man made a while back. Yeah, so Malachi, I actually just took a vote, and almost everybody overwhelmingly voted for not that style. I could still put the skin colors all right here, and then have an offset in the material. Or I would do a color picker. I could do a color picker. That's probably a better solution, eh? Okay, let me try something. For now, I am just going to put that one tone there just because I don't want to see this so awkward here. Yeah, so here's, yeah, exactly. That's what I meant by color picker, using just the color material. But for now, over... okay. This is going to need to then be a separate mesh on top of him, I think. This is his eye area? Holy shit. All this? Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Kind of eyebrows as well. I need to duplicate this. Right. So this will have the eye on it, and that'll be transparent also. Then the rest of his skin and his body, which is going to need to be tweaked because it looks like he's already wearing clothing, are going to be put in a separate area. Okay, so let's hide this. So select all this. Okay. Let's do the boxers. Okay, naked body. We're going to assign it to the body. And I'm going to move it to black for now. Black is kind of hard to look at. Make it a little bit lighter. His boxers, that's great. We're still going to tweak the look of the guy. I've realized it probably still does look a little too modern for this world. But then again, if it's a base mesh, don't even worry about it. I won't even worry about it. Hide this. Everything else, we're going to put on skin. We're going to hit assign. We're going to leave it how it is. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. I don't think I need to double the face. I think if I had this as the eye texture, like so. I'd put this over somewhere useless, right? Like that. Then we don't need this doubled up. Oh, can't delete there. Leave here. Okay. Goodbye. Take care, Rickert. Thank you for joining. Give him tidy whities. Ow, my jaw. Oh, that hurt. It cracked. Ow. Damn. Okay, so one character's gonna have quite a few textures on him, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's worth it. Okay. I'm doing a lot more, like, theory crafting today to get, like, the best way to make this character. And the solution is simple. We're gonna need an eye texture that has this eye. Where is my current eye texture that I've done in Paint? It's along the bottom, so let's open that up in here. Image. Let's look for an image. What's it called? Emerald. Emerald. Image. What am I doing here? Jeez. Emerald. Okay. So yeah, these eyes actually fit pretty well. The rest of this needs to go in the skin category for now. Well, those eyes are a little bit off still. More like, and I kind of want the eyes a little bit bigger. Can still make that even bigger, actually. And this is off topic, but you should make the barrels be able to be knocked over. Maybe down the road. Maybe. That's one of those, like, fun game things that you could add later on. So my new debate right now, I guess I should keep using my words so you guys are up to date as to what I'm thinking, is if I make these eyes here, and I want to cycle through the textures on an offset, it'll cycle all of this. But this doesn't matter. This is all going to be white. What is this? Excuse me. What are those? Oh, those are just boxers. Hide those for now. So, what we need to do... We always just change this material, so yeah, we'll do that. That's what we'll do. Alright. Let's get white. And we're going to go to this. File. Save as. This won't work. We would need to remove this. But that needs to stay white. And that will get changed. Man. I'm not sure the best way to get these eyes. Oh, I know what I need to do. Why am I losing the white? How is it? How is that in any way the same? So Matt Lucas, yeah, you're pointing exactly what I was going to do originally, the alpha plane. I didn't word it that way, but that's probably better wording. I don't really like how this blends so much. It's getting to be more of a solid color. I think I have to change the eye. This drawing here is rough. Right, I can't nicely get rid of... Because you get rid of this, it's like, okay, there's still colors here. Now I'm losing a lot of detail. Right, I think I have to redraw the eye. But... if I redrew the eye, I'm at such an impasse. Yeah, we're gonna do this again. Okay. It's the easiest way. We'll have to redraw the eye still, but Shifty, pull forward just ever so slightly. Okay. So let's hide those. Now this one can also join. Well, it's gonna be like this. Let's be honest. Look at his mouth. It's great. Okay, I just need like a solid color for this. So this part of the body, it's just gonna be a basic diffuse color. Ugh. Let's just make a new one. Fuck. Sorry for swearing. New. Alright. Human. Skin. Oh, what? Now let's just choose that color. What is that color? Can I just do like an eyedropper on this? There we go. Assign. Aha. So he's gonna just use a solid color for his skin. Then the eye is going to need to be redrawn in a way that it's only the solid part and then the rest is transparent, right? Take care, Black Gown. Thank you for joining. Welcome back, Ocarina. Now, for now, I'm not going to worry about doing the colors, changing the color of the people, because I want to focus on the blend shapes and getting people in, right? His shoes are probably going to need to be dumbed down. So if I were to dumb them down, I would just do something like that. I think that's about it. And maybe fix the toes, because those toes don't look that great. They do more like boots. But like one of the blend shapes I can put in could be a simple, nope, it can't be. Not the way I've done this. There's no loop here. Unless everybody wears boots. That could be a thing. Yeah, well let's get rid of these modern legs for now and actually make boots. I don't want to delete the feet though. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Furby. So for now, actually what I could do is add a loop here. Okay. And we could shift V this loop up. I guess that wasn't a necessary loop, eh? What we need to do is now merge these. At last. Okay, these shoes don't match up with the... A little bit odd. But okay, we'll go with it. I kinda want to change the song. I feel like I should. Yeah, it's not... Okay, I guess this one has to go with this one also. I've cut it in the boots a little bit odd, but that's okay. Now, I'm actually going to do it up here. Let's try insetting. With... I froze it. Okay, those are some basic looking boots. We gotta make them better. We don't do basic here, right? Okay. I want this back for the time being. This can come out nicely. I'm gonna pull this down again. Should feed back down. This would be nice on the boot. Okay, this is actually better detail. Should the base model have boots or be barefoot? Oh, crud. You're right. He should be barefoot. And then the boots would all be separate models that I would just attach to the feet. Right? That seems logical. Unless I just decide that everybody's gonna wear boots. No, they wouldn't all wear boots though. So let's... P this out by selection. Now we're gonna make this barefoot. Okay. So first steps first, we're gonna have to X those things that we just added. Good. Okay, these boots, you need to be, just hide them for now. Don't forget, SpongeBob was born with his shoes tied. Well, okay. So, I'm noticing that that doesn't add up. Like if this went here, those two both have to go there. That's alright. Let's do this again. At last. It's funny. My worst modeling ability is feet. That is my weakness, my biggest weakness. I try to avoid it, which I know I shouldn't. That's something I should probably spend more time on, but I don't. Okay, barefoot. You're gonna need smaller legs than you have, because you're barefoot. Excuse me. Excuse me. So Furby, you're pointing out, yeah, with those lights, like with fog, stuff like that, I definitely will do that at some point, and this is a, oh, I messed this up. Let's X this. I'll do that for like the forest coming up. But not for the starting town. Okay, I have a lot of, what are they, I'm totally gapping. Irregular faces, I can't remember the exact word right now, wow. Because this is just missing, like, this needs a loop cut here, it really does. But, nah. We'll just make triangles, I guess. Oh my god, I just undid all of it. RIP. And guns, thank you. Oh my god, that was a struggle for me. Okay, now we have some ones here also. Now, Axel's ready to set entirely, probably. Round, good. Lol, didn't mean make it wider. Okay, this actually is gonna need to go to the ground, which means boots are gonna have to be slightly in the ground, which is actually a good idea. That way it'll always look like they're slightly in the grass, right? Or dirt. So those are gonna be the bare feet. That looks terrible. I mean, it's not a big deal that it looks bad, but it looks bad. can get away with, yeah, getting rid of those. Might be able to just get rid of this whole loop. Dumb them down a bit. Let's just undo it for now, and then do flat shading on everything. Flat shading usually tells me if it'll look good or not without those loops. So I'm thinking of shift-Ving to there. And then shift-Ving this one back also to there. But now he looks terrible. Okay, never mind. But it doesn't look bad with... Oh, yeah, that does make it worse too. His belly has way too much detail. And I feel like his toes need to be flat on the floor. I think that's a more accurate foot. And also pull those in. I think that's a better low poly foot. Sure. Why not? Okay. So the next thing I'm noticing, because he's not wearing clothes, is he actually needs ankles and a calf muscle, right? So like his knee, I'm missing all the useful loops. Am I supposed to assume it's supposed to look like that? Like, no, because that's definitely not his knee area. That's his knee up there? Where is this guy's knees? What the hell? Where does his feet bend? Here? Where does my guy's legs bend? Yeah, they're higher up. Yeah, no, the hair won't be white. Don't worry about that. I just haven't given it a color yet. Actually, if anything, this also needs a hair. Oh, one. I'm gonna set it to black. It'll be like that. Yeah, you're right. I can just check my armature, can't I? Mode. Okay, so yeah, it's bending way up there. So that means this needs to be up there because its calf muscle would obviously be higher up, right? Well, this guy needs bigger underwear, man. Is he trying to do some weird Calvin Klein model? God damn. So this loop needs to be like that. Whoops. And then, okay, I can't see past these boots. I don't know why there's loops here, but we're gonna, well, no, we're gonna actually get rid of those loops and these loops. Remove doubles. And then we'll add a new loop, which I can't because I'm an idiot. Shifty this as low as we can go. Okay. Now we'll add a loop here. Remove doubles. 8 gone. Okay, good. That's a little bit overkill. What I think I'm going to do, this might not work. At last, Shift R. Wait, can't I just do the same thing? Slide these up. Yeah, got rid of them. Nobody's legs are like this. This really bothers me. Let me look up at the side view of the leg. Oh, you know what I'm forgetting? Okay, wait. Let's pull this out more. Size this down. Nobody's legs look like this ever. Move doubles in the W menu. Oh, there you go. And the smoothing. Look at that. Yeah, his calves are just too high now that I'm noticing. And this shouldn't be bending. And look at the side of the leg. I'm derping here. Leg, side, view. Okay. So these need to go to like there. This needs to go to like there. Wow, that looks terrible. Looks better than it did here, though, that's for sure. Shift V. Shift V. This looks so bad, guys. I'm really disappointed with myself right now. I don't want it to look realistic, though, right? It's supposed to be cartoony. So I'm trying to make it have awkward proportions like all the houses and stuff are, but at the same time, make it look realistic. And right now, we're failing. One thing I could try, since this is his knee, is pull the knee up and out a bit. Well, not both, just the one. It's a little bit more believable of a knee. Okay, this boot. Just make it a different color for now. I don't mind that it sees through when I'm moving this around. Pose mode. Yeah, so the legs are purposely longer. I'm going for, like I said, a unique appearance to the characters. Now, I'm noticing quite a few problems, though. It's because his calves are supposed to be the biggest part, and they're not. So, let's go back to object, hide, hide. I think that's starting to look a little bit better, but calves also would mean something like that compared to the rest of the leg. Let's size this down. You gotta remember too, these are gonna be bigger than the amount that I want because, well, this is oops. I also think his boxers are too short. I think his pants will go up to here. I'm gonna make this all his boxers because why not? What am I attaching these to? Wait, select, select. Yeah. So where are? Oh, it's because I'm not looking at my palette. It's supposed to be palette. There we go. That doesn't matter. Make them white and they'll look perfect. Alright, sure, we'll do it white. Why not? Is that also doing his hair? Oh no, it's not. It's supposed to be. Okay. Looks like a big diaper. I'm gonna leave it this color so I can see. I remember they don't really have a bulge or anything, right? It's just. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I guess it looks awkward, but he's gonna be clothed, so it's not a big deal. I think. I really dislike it. I really want to tweak his legs. But then I just kind of make his legs shorter. Then his arms are too long. And I have doubles there, I just noticed. I'll have to delete those. No. I think I know what my problem is. I think. I'm gonna give him a kneecap. Like a low poly kneecap. A normal low poly kneecap. I don't know why there's an extra. What the hell is going on here? Okay. So now he has a normal kneecap, right? Low poly style. Good. Pull it out. Good. And we're going to lower the kneecap. I'm going to lower this. There we go. That is way better than what we had before. Now, obviously, if we do this, that means we're going to have to then change the this, because if I bent it now, the bends are going to be slightly off. And that really breaks it. This kneecap might even be too big. Oh, you know what I can do now, actually? Now, oh, we're on to stuff. We can just shrink this down even more. Makes the kneecap obviously doesn't protrude as much. We're getting there. Look at that. Starting to get a normal shape. And also, this is probably too wide. But it needs to be wide. The boots aren't part of the body. They're separate. They just keep appearing every time I unhide things. Okay, we need to go here. See my layers. Take this and this. No, just this and this. Oh my gosh, struggle of life, eh? Oh, I guess I can just grab that. That would be right. I'm in pose mode this whole time. Ugh, no wonder. Something like that. Now I also pulled down his booty a bit too, right? So we need to lower these to about there. something like that. He's a boot human. They don't need toes. Slow poly. I probably shouldn't have brought his legs down a bit, because now they're just probably slightly too short. He doesn't have a bum either. Yeah, I don't like this slight decrease in his height. I'm going to pull him back up. So before I do that, I'm actually going to go in here to where I can't undo this now. Fudge. Fudge. Oh, well, I just undid all of it, so, okay.
Let this be another knot to tie around my bed at night. I know I've lost the fight to erase.
Right, I gotta pull all of it up. Do I?
Awake, I lie here staring up beyond the sky.
I don't know how far I pulled him down. How far up he's supposed to be. I think it's all the way like here. Isn't it? Maybe too high? Oh, that's way too high. Oh, yeah. Now, because it's supposed to be like a magic world, they are going to be very fanciful looking. Like, very fanciful. So I'm just going to make them look very, very silly. Pose. Okay, let's see. Did I break his... it breaks slightly. Alright, what I'm looking at is right there, but I think it's more so just because there's no color on that one panel, which is fine. Alright. I can't spend too long on that because, as we've been over a million times, I am rushing these things. I don't want to like spend too long on one thing. So what we've done so far, just as a quick recap, we have gotten his base mesh as a skin texture. Okay. Wait, which one's which? Okay, we have naked skin, which we're going to rename to eyes. And naked body, which is his underwear. Sure. Actually, these need to be eyes. So one, because those can change. Excuse me. And yeah, we have skin. We also have the hair and its own hair texture. And we have the start of some armory looking boots. Now the one thing I noticed immediately is that although they're going to bend at the same point, these boots now need to go to here instead. And they need to be wider, because I didn't shrink the feet. And taller, I guess? Yep, still gotta pull these up more. I don't like the color, but that's okay. These also weren't supposed to be metal boots. I might even put them to here. How do I keep sizing them up though? Oh no, there's clipping. Oh, that's right, we also have giant freaking calf muscles now, so. Why is that happening? I think it's because this needs to be this way. Not 100% sure. Let's pull it down for the time being. Let's come back to it that height. Okay, now I just want to actually just shrink this down. Alright, let's make this a brown color. This is meant to be more of like a leathery boot. They're clipping there too. I guess that makes sense because that's the exact same size, so. They'll look better when he's wearing some trousers. Exactly. Exactly. Now the thing is I don't really know what I would like them to look like. So let's look up some medieval outfits. Oh geez. Alright, well. What's our player gonna look like? One of these, probably. Yep, that'll be easy. That'll be the first outfit. So, what I noticed just now was this comes down on itself. And it's really long. And it's also not like perfectly centered. Something more like that. Yeah, Jedi Cross with the pirate, pretty much. I guess it wouldn't be him. No, that makes it easy. Just a simple belt, a shirt, and some baggy pants. Okay, now let's make said pants. Separate this out by selection. We're going to change its texture. This is just... Wait, which one is it using? It's on human underwear. Of course it is. So let's rename human underwear to... human. Sure. Alright, we're going to assign it all to human. For now, we're just going to give it another gray. We're not going to keep it all being gray, obviously. What is this? Oh, it's way down there. What the Thanks. Hello, Ruler Zombie. How you doing today? Alright, ignore that. I guess they have to go even lower. That would make sense because they're pants, and he might not be wearing tall boots. So let's delete this for a second. Let's hide. The boots are going to need to be even bigger then. Whenever you're making clothing for something, don't do what I just did. What you should do is start with the most bottom layer of something. So the most bottom layer on this guy is going to be his pants, right? Then you do the boots after that, so you know how big the boots are going to need to be. It's going to be this. I think that's enough. Maybe to there? Yeah, to there. Okay, Shift D, P by selection. I didn't mean to unwrap it again, but that's okay. Okay, it doesn't need eyes or skin. Alright, now, after all that work that we just did on getting the legs accurate, we basically can just undo it all. Yay. And I believe if I still were to go in edit mode here. Oops, edit mode. What am I even saying? Pose mode. Yep. There's some interestingness. That's because I tweaked the mesh though, not because of the clothes. I'm gonna have to retweak the mesh now. I believe if I pulled you down, it's not getting worse. What if I pulled it up? Way down. That doesn't change anything. We're gonna have to change what things are applied to. Or could it be because of these pants? It is. Oh man, see how it shows through in some spots? That's not good. But I think that's solvable. See, this bone isn't in the right spot. Right? It's just not attached to the right thing. This is the problem when you... I'm mad at myself now. Because I changed something that I'd already modeled. Now I've really messed up his joints. Okay. Pose mode on this. I mean, I can combat it by doing that, right? And then it'll never happen, but I would constantly have to move. It's not that bad. I would have to constantly move this up whenever I move the legs up. Right? I have an idea. This might not work. Let's just imagine his pants only go to this height. Pull this down. It's a useless vertice actually, but oh nuts. I know, I think I'm gonna have to just weight paint it again. Not weight paint it again, but fix the weight painting. Plus, that was probably a better height for the pants. Maybe too tall still, but okay. Pull this back down to where it was. Because these need to be the exact same. Cursor to selected. Okay. I can't see through these pants, eh? Well, that's just useful. Hide. Oh. Well. That's bizarre. Why would it be like that? What would cause my hips to mess up so much? I want all of these. How did this vertex even get over there? What the hell is this? straggler. Assign it to, which one is this? Stomach, groin. Assign. Okay. That's how his bum should be. Good. Okay, now. Let's do the same with this. Assign this to groin.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized
There we go.
by the sounds I'm breathing.
There we go.
Hold tight,
Eventually it'll clip, but that just makes sense. You can't go so far with like bending a mesh. There's some ways to actually fix that, if you guys are curious. You can see how the leg's bending here. So if there was, say, a second loop here, this should prevent it. Yeah, you see how it no longer cuts through? So I'm going to have to do that now. Actually, rig it nicer. Where else was it happening? Somewhere here, eh? But then the... At last. Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R. I'm having an exact amount on this now, so it's kind of upsetting. And yeah, I gotta make the boots bigger still, but there we go, sort of. Oh, there's still problems. But you know what I could solve this by? Yay. 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 It's getting better. Man, it's still gonna clip in, eh? Oh, I actually made this worse by... Yep. I see what I did. I gave this extra help so it deforms better than this one does. So I have to do the same with this. Everyone was tearing with pants, of course. There we go. That's close enough. A little teeny weensy bit of clipping over there. Cool. Oops. Not what I wanted at all. I always thought it was in pose mode. Excuse me. Alright, so we can start giving some more advanced details now. Soon. Not just yet, actually.
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret?
Well, you'll be an idiot then.
I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger?
Alright, so these pants need a little bit more detail, right? Because pants aren't this basic. What I could do, actually, is, let's give this another loop. Baggy knees. Sure. And you can hide the boots. little bit of overlap. No big deal, really. I am noticing some tearing there. Oh, it's not tearing, it's just going through. I see. I see. Maybe didn't have the boots. I mean, the pants. The character does not have a name yet, Ruler Zombie. I don't know, what do you guys think of the pants? Kind of think they're still too plain? Because I'm kind of thinking they're plain. The boots are decent, though. Does this rig have animations on it? It doesn't. Well, I fudged up. It's okay, I was going to redo the animations anyways. So I'll just do them on this. But... And oh my god, I'm so silly. I forgot about... I have to delete the pants. I need to do my shape keys first, and then all the clothing would be based off of those. So, backtrack. Default. Okay. Okay, this is really disappointing, but delete. Alright. And we probably have to delete the boots. We're not going to. I don't have to remodel that part. Like I said, I avoid boots at all costs. Okay. Shape keys. I haven't done these in a while. Let me think here. No, it would be on these. And I would add a shape key. Add. Okay. Add. So there's my basis. You leave that one the same. Then key 1 will be chest. Characters don't need to be that changeable, but I'm gonna make it so you guys can like get a good understanding of it. So I can't pronounce your name. Woj. I don't use a rigging add-on. Do it myself. However, I could just use Adobe bought it out. I could use this, and it's free. Maybe it's not. It says pricing now. For a limited time. Well, I would go in there and download everything then. But you can put your design in, and then it'll rig it for me and do all the animations. So I don't even have to do any animations if I really wanted. I can also make a character, I guess. Look at this. Not gonna do that though, because it's not low poly, but... Yeah, I might have to look into this still. That might just save me time. I don't know if I'll use it though. Okay. So, shape keys work like so. Now that we have a chest applied, we go in here and we're going to say, alright, we want this guy to have a really big chest. Let's just pull it out. Like, I'll hide the hands. Hide as much as the shoulder. So is it Woy or Woj? How do you pronounce the J? It's different way too many countries. Okay, I can't hide those. So the idea here is I'm going to make the body bigger because I called it chest, right? So I'm going to have to pull this out. So you have a wider frame, sure. Wider body. Okay, you see how it's going back to the old one? That's this basically what this is doing. You'll understand more once we get to the next few steps. You can even be like slimmer if I wanted down here. Right, so now if you watch me slide, where is it? Here we go. This value. I think I'm frozen. I am frozen. I haven't saved yet. No, don't freeze. Okay, let's save. Alright, if you watch me slide this value, you see his body can now be anywhere between here and here. And his animations should still work all nicely. It's gonna be a little bit rough because I guess the bones don't move, eh? That's a shame. So for the wider body guys, it'll look weird if their hands are down, but I can just always make them stand like they're, you know, doing one of these. I don't know why that's not rotating the way it should, but okay. Alright, both arms on the body. Where's my thumb? Is this the thumb? No, it's the one finger. This is the thumb. Oh, jeez, thumb. You're just totally breaking. Or were you? Maybe you weren't. Maybe that's how I wanted it. I don't know. Well, that looks terrible. If you know what I mean. So next we're gonna actually do arms, I suppose. Or maybe a belly. We need to do a belly version. And if I put this at 1 and I tab out, it'll stay like that. I've never actually used Maya. I tried it once in school for a little bit. That was about it. Oops. There we go. That's great. That's just great. I think you should hold more of the weight in the front though, as opposed to over here. It looks so bad. But you got a picture, right? Because these are just the individual sliders you would tweak. So you just focus specifically on this. So if I wanted, I could now say, you know what, let's make them big and chested, but also a little bit burlier. So I can do this, and I would slide this value down to maybe there, right? So he's got a little bit of a belly, and it works. So it's all of the extremes that you have to do, right? And you tweak the legs and whatnot. Alright, 0, 0. I'll name this belly. And I should actually be able to set the minimum to like, I think if I did -1, right, and I went down, doesn't that just continue the opposite direction? Yeah. No, it doesn't. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. See, now I can make him even skinnier, doing those same things. So I can make a really skinny dude. I can make him have a absolutely non-existent chest or shoulders. Start making some alien-looking things. And that's why Arc has such bizarre characters, right? Because it's all the separate sliders that they're letting you modify individually. So like now he can be, that's a little bit too small, but you know, give him something like that. Completely different look. Ambient occlusion baking is if you want it. You can. I just used an ambient occlusion screen space script. There's no real difference. No real difference. Not really different. Same kind of deal. It's interesting. Every time I've played 2 ads, and both times my view count went down by like 10 people. Good to know. So I lose like 10 people. But I need to play the ads. It's the only way I'm gonna have fun making the game. Alright, save. So we have the chest, we have the belly. We add a new one. This will be arms. So let's go on in. We'll give this guy some nice jacked looking arms. This might actually require some finesse. Because you pull this back. You pull this area back. Right, and then on this, you would probably only pull back this. Right, like it'll be like that to there. A little bit too jacked, eh? Still a little bit odd. Maybe because I didn't make his arms wider. Because they would get wider, I suppose. I gotta do this with the big chest too. It's really hard to look at when it's not. Whoops. Arms. Seems like that doesn't need to be so big. This could come out a little bit more. I don't have a name for this just yet. I haven't really gotten that far ahead. Like I said, I just originally was planning on just making starting like a fun little town, and then just been evolving. Yeah, so if you bake it out, it's obviously gonna be a lot better for performance. Those are all things I'm not worried about till later on. Okay. His shoulders, I feel like, would need to grow also. Just if he's getting more jacked, like, that should just be a thing. And like the back here should also come out. So it's not just so... Yeah, I feel like it'd be more like that. So his arms do this. Whoop, 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 whoop. His chest. You gotta make this also -1. Okay. Whoop. Oh god! Oh my god, he's so creepy! And then the belly. Wait, let's make it really fat. But alright, I'm gonna just quickly I just want to run around my world a little bit for a few seconds. I have to, I don't know why this needs to be saved, but okay. Close this scene. And remove this scene. There we go, now press play. Cool. So yeah, obviously he's not going to wear this kind of clothes. His proportions are looking nice. So I don't know why I changed any of them, but oh well. Sorry, I'm not sure if you said if it was Waj or Woy. I haven't seen it in the chat. So I'm gonna call it Waj, but it's most likely Woy. Are you using me as a reference, lol? I don't know, do you look like that? The whole point is I'm trying to make it so it fits, like, anybody. But then again, all these scales I'm doing, guys, in the game, you're not going to be able to change your character. That's just so I can make of a unique variety of NPCs. It's easy enough to simply Map darker shades, including areas instead. That's what he and I do, and major anime style games using a similar technique with painted texture occlusion. Nothing's better than, no, exactly. I really enjoy just running around this world, jumping, doing nothing. I thought it was pretty interesting how if I were to run and load up the next scene over here, in play mode, it's going to have a freeze when I go through this, but not once it's built, which is kind of cool. So I go like this. Oh, there was actually no lag that time. Interesting. It's a hard J. Wash. Waj. Wash. Even this looks good to me, just like the flat terrain with very little. Just a giant open-ish world. I like it. A lot. Okay, so I'm going to close whatever this is. I don't know why that's open. I'm going to close these for now. Don't need them open. I don't need to save this for now. Cancel. Okay, I'll leave it open just because I'm not really sure. I can't remember. Okay. Creepy looking dude. Let's put these all to zeros. Actually, arms and chest right now will be at 1. So I want to picture what it's going to look like when you add more to this. You can always add the old biplane grass to that field too. Yeah, that is something I was debating doing. I'm thinking, I don't know, we'll have to see. Let's add another one here. This will be legs. Alright, so we go in, we're going to give him thunder thighs. Okay, not what I wanted. I'm going to pull this back. I'm going to pull this forward, I suppose, right? I don't know, I don't want to change the legs too much because I want them to be slim for pretty much everybody. So I'm not really sure how much I need to change here. Maybe to there. Right. Calf muscles grow on the inside too, so this would need to be something like that, probably. Something like, I don't know. I also don't know if I need this loop. So I'm kind of been debating for a while to get rid of. But I'll do that. How does that look? Bigger it gets, the lower it goes. Cool. Alright. Probably tweak this chest one a bit. It seems too boxy for a chest. I feel like this should be more like that. Cool. And let's have the legs also to be able to go to -1, so they can be absolutely skinny. Now, I'm sure this looks bizarre, but picture clothing covering it up, right? Like the clothing will be hanging over and stuff. So I'm sure that could look better. Let's make the clothing now. Let's set everything to normals. Oh, crap. I didn't want to change that name. What was this? This was belly. Okay, now, I do need to test. Do these boots, see the boots themselves, still need to be just a little bit bigger at the back here. Which is fine. Maybe like this. Cool. So the boots will fit in every scenario. No, they won't. No, they won't. Damn. Alright, give him a fat face. Oh yeah, I didn't change the face. Thank you for reminding me that. I actually do need to do the face. But I need to fix this leg first. I think it has something to do with my texture painting. Now, oops. Okay, first I need to see the bones. Or no, wait, can't I just texture paint by clicking through these? What am I doing? Okay, I'm just gapping so hard right now. Where am I looking? Vertex groups, there we go. If I was in texture paint. Oh my god, I went to texture paint, I'm in weight paint. Oh my gosh. I'm going crazy right now, guys. Yeah, so this isn't actually applied nicely to this whole piece. And I think that's what's causing it. So let's grab all these. Send it to this. Upper leg.l assign. And still slightly it's showing through. I think that's the same reason here, because this isn't fully assigned. How did I attach all these? Like, why are there should never be yellow. The way that I do my, what do you call it? Texture painting? I never have yellow. It should always be red. Like that. Now I just made it worse, though. Aha. This is a little bit of a struggle, eh, guys? What have you guys been working on the last few weeks? Like I said, I always seem to like to ask that question. Alright, object mode. Edit mode. I guess my only solution here is just to make this boot even wider. That's a big boot. Oh, jeez. Just to house that? I don't like that at all. Oh, Korean's making an open world adventure game. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's probably why you're using that grid system. That would make sense. Alright. Let's go back here real quick and set this to -1. And you'll see the boots look nice and big, which is nice. Oh, here, that's very true, actually, eh? I can see that being very, very cheesy. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoever's seeing an ad right now, I apologize. I didn't mean to click it again. I just meant to click over onto that panel. Okay, that was my bad. I do apologize. There's no need for that. I'm pretty sure I just played an ad like 5 minutes ago. Okay, face. Face. I do feel bad. Because obviously we all know that ads ruin the experience, so. Face. So, one thing I need to actually do, I need to differentiate these. This is going to be face age. Oh, no. I'm going to have another shape group called age. And I'm just going to do like general aging to the body. So this face, however, needs to be fatter, so that means more round. So like this. This. No, yeah, I don't mind playing the ads. Like, I'm sure I would hope that most people understand why I have to play them. It's just, I didn't mean to play it so soon after the other one, that's all. Let's give him rosier cheeks, too. Doesn't seem round enough. Now I need to also make it so the face changes like width. Like have one that's like this. I didn't mean to actually do it though, but there we go. Okay. So let's call it face weight. Face width. I should just use blend shapes for all this. Or not, wow, I didn't use blend shapes. I meant to say I should use proportional editing. Now, if I do start tweaking the face width, I'm gonna have to make new hair. So, is it really that important to change the width of someone's face? No, I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. Just because I don't want to have to give the hair a blend shape. Age. Alright, so now though we can play the overall age of this guy. So the one thing that I've noticed happen, oops, is you start to lose the very, very defined jaw. And it kind of comes down a bit. Right, so that's like the first sign of aging to me. That. The next thing is just you have a hard time keeping that belly. So we'll just move it out a little bit. Problem is this would be like an arc scale, so I'm just assuming everyone's starting at normal and getting worse. Because obviously, like, if you're 6, like, how do you describe this? If you're 6, and this was the 6-year-old model, then I'd have to make it so it gets really good at a certain point and then really bad at a certain point. So, I don't know if this really changes much. We'll pull these down. It'll change stuff in conjunction with the rest of it, which is nice. Bring that booty down a bit. Make it sag. I don't know, don't really do much aside from that, I think. So you got all your different sliders. Doesn't really change too much. Legs don't change much at all, eh? Now, if I wanted, I could just... Okay, let's do it. Let's do it! We're gonna do it. Legs can be -3 and 4. All those changes. They get so... drastic. Yeah, we're gonna keep with the 1 and -1. Alright. So, I've streamed for 2 hours today, and I'm probably going to actually end it here. I know it's been a much shorter stream. I want to start streaming for a minimum of 4 or 5 hours. So tomorrow, I will stream at 1 p.m. Eastern. What are you going to do for female characters? Good question. Very good question. I'll have a slider here, like a feminine slider, and then you just slide it from You want a feminine or masculine, I guess? I could try. I'm gonna try that before I leave. Sex. Okay. Not only does this not have the right verts for this. Okay, we're gonna have to. I want this to stay at 1 for the time being, so we can see what I've done. Yeah, you don't even see that change, eh? We're gonna have to give it side boobs. Is it also really perky? Ah. Alright, it's probably decent. Now we pull this in quite a bit. Okay, if we're making this, we need to hide the hair. Just because it's creeping me out quite a bit. Maybe increase the thigh gap? I mean, this isn't going to look all that pleasant. Because they're all going to have to wear skirts because I didn't model this to look nice, clearly. Also, why are there so many verts on it? Like, they're never... Like, that whole ring of verts right there, that flat ring, doesn't really change much. Now that I think about it. Oh well. Let's keep going. We've got a nice, you know, big round butt. I don't know how well this is going to look, by the way. So, bear with me on this one. Right, girls typically seem to have thicker thighs than men, so we'll pull the legs forward a bit. But it should still be skinnier, so I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, I pulled that bigger, but I can't pull the legs over much. Else that breaks it. Right? So I can't do that. I have too many verts here. It's making me mad. I don't know which is which. Okay, this is the front. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. Well, females in this game are going to look slightly weird. If this is even going to be a thing. What else do I need to change? Wow, that looks so bad. I'm going to do some serious tweaking. It's funny because I made that really good looking female model in Let's Poly. Or Project Poly, if you remember. Like, these legs need to be to there then, which really bothers me. Is this a girl model? Yeah, not so much. It is not looking that good. I'm trying to do it without changing any of the verts, just by moving them, to see if I can do it with a blend shape. But I didn't model this guy originally to be a girl, so I didn't do that in mind. This probably won't look too good. Okay, this whole front needs to be lower. And probably not as excessive. I might just have to model a female. Because this is, atrocious. Yeah, I'll make a separate female. Damn. I didn't think of that. Oh well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 PM Eastern. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to press play ad one more time since I'm leaving. You guys all feel free to leave now. Take care, everybody. Oh, it says keep on streaming. Ugh, they trolled me. I have to keep on streaming. I'll just keep spinning this around for now. That's what I'll do.
Never mind. I'm thinking out loud before we draw a crowd. Reel it in, take it easy. There's no need to scream and shout. As far as I can see,
All right, yeah. Walk around your world. I guess I could do that. I'm gonna end in about like 5-10 seconds. So take care, everybody. I don't know how to end my stream. There we go.